Let's do this.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
You hear me right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals. Put that cookie down, now!
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack, and if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
It's really cool. Who is your daddy?
You're my number one customer. You're my number one customer.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How's everybody doing out there? I got a scoop for you. Yes, this is going to be the Xbox Extended Showcase, what they showed yesterday, or what lack of thereof, what they showed yesterday, but also something that I just found out, which is really one of the controversies that's coming out of this whole showcase thing. And I wanted to talk about it because actually it started here. And I was going to bring this up because it is pretty crazy. So, as you know, hit that like button, grinders. Share this out. We got things to talk about. Let me do some shout outs here to everybody coming on in. Ryan VIP Grinder coming in here. Inex, how you doing? Dave Rock, Buck Rogers, CBH, what's up? Brian, Nostalgia, Sam, Compost, Smurf, Dave Rock, Jason the King. How you doing? Shout out to you guys coming on in. Wild Wolf, Data Boy, yes. Impromptu stream going live. The biggest VIP grinder there, Zabondo VIP grinder. Shout out to you. In there, batteries not included. Oh, damn. Good day, grinders. Ron M, VIP grinder. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, he said he's doing something. What?
Booty. I came looking for booty.
We found them, everybody. Don't worry about it. Man, Froggy's in the house bright and early. Hey, what's up, Froggy? Yep, pill of positivity. So you better get your beer because you're going to be very depressed. Ryan, what's up? How you doing? Supermod Sheets, what's up? The grind stamps will be on point. Excellent. Econo, how you doing? What's up? Ice Queen, how you doing? Jay Conklin, what's up? Jay Gamer, yo, 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 what's up? Shout out to UK out there. Holding it down. Block the deal. Block the deal. Block it. FTC, block it. We going, man. We're going. Shout out to everybody who's coming on in. Hit that like button. We need to know where.
Where's the lamb sauce? It's raw, Melissa.
Where's that Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan? Where is it? Playing that Final Fantasy? The quality flutes. No, Final Fantasy gets its own quality flute. Oh, yeah. 3 Mile Island, what's up? VIP Grinder, representing. Let's go, Leech. That's right. Let's go. So, as you're all coming into the Grindhouse, so they had an extended showcase yesterday where they kind of went into a lot of some of the things that they announced on their own showcase. They kind of do this. It never really amounts to that much. People think it's gonna be like another show, like, oh, they're gonna do all this stuff, and they really don't. They just kind of add on to what they already announced, and maybe there's a couple of like little DLCs, couple announcements here and there sprinkled in, but nothing like the what's up, Ant Methods? Almost missed it. That's right, man. Almost missed it. That's right. Hit that like, but share it out, everybody, because I only had one or two tweets. So if everybody else needs to know I'm live, definitely share it out. Hit that like button as you're coming on in here. And definitely if you want to be a VIP grinder and flex like Maniolos, what's up, Maniolos, VIP grinder there, using the emojis that we got flexing in there. Shout out to the VIP grinders. And here they are right here. Oh, my goodness. I might have to add some more. Friggin' columns here. I don't know what to do. But it's the VIP grinders. There they are. Shout out to you guys for all your support. Thank you again. Using all those emojis and flexing. Shout out to you, potting in there with Herman Holtz. True Virgil, holding strong. Shout out to you, True Virgil. Hanging in there with Herman Holtz. Never gonna move. So anyway, thank you again, Grinders. The VIP, shout out to you. Oh man, Buck Rogers, 90 degrees. Oh damn, hot in here. So, I figured since you are the early grinders coming on in here and you jump right in on the chat, I'm gonna give you the news break that's gonna shock you. All right. We're not waiting until we get people in here. No, we're gonna take care of the 100 that just showed up on right here, the dedicated grinders, the VIPs. We're gonna get right to it for you. I'm not gonna have you guys wait for what I found out. And this is something crazy. So, a lot of you were on the show on Monday, right? Where we went through the item of this whole the Fable gameplay. Or no, the lack of thereof, but this whole argument. What's up, Angel? How you doing? This whole, is it gameplay? Is it not? It's in-game. And I showed you from the artists themselves there what they said, right? And then I found another interview when I was watching that interview with philness, and he pulled some philness about this. So let's go to what did Phil say? Because he had this actual interview right here. Let's go right into this. So this is about the Fable thing. It was suspect, right? And again, and the reason why there's doubt is because we've been duped before. We have seen Avowed, that's CGI, that was not in-game engine. We've seen Halo in-engine, Slip Space engine with the animals. Then they were doing in engine with Bootleg Joel, and then they changed that all around when it launched. That got downgraded. All this stuff, what they showed in engine, and it was never. It's always a downgrade. Even look at what happened with Starfield. That looked like gameplay. That was supposed to be gameplay. Even the gameplay got degraded from there. We've seen it with Redfall. We've seen it with Hellblade. The first showing of Hellblade in 2019, that was smoke and mirrors. They said in engine, this is what next gen's gonna be. Dude, it's not. It wasn't. And we've seen starting to see the real stuff. And people going, oh no, Fable's gameplay. Dude, that is, there are assets in there that are used, but we need to see the game for itself. And this is the problem that Microsoft always has, is just showing straight up gameplay loop. Show me just the game, like how they did with Spider-Man. That's a perfect example. How they did with Star Wars, at the Outlaw Star Wars. Just show the gameplay. Stop with the swipes and the people and the laughing and the couches. Just show the game. If you're that confident, just show it. But don't do these CGI swipes, cuts. Remember, even in Redfall, they were doing cuts and swipes. They never showed straight up just a mission. And now we see why. The lowest rated game on Xbox or in this year. We see that game wasn't ready. That game, what was the gameplay loop for Redfall? It wasn't. They kept slicing and doing, and they just don't show their games. They talk a lot, but they don't. I don't know about Jason. I have to eat dinner. We'll see. Depends if I get on a roll. What's up, JC? They would do, yeah, like they've done this so much before that to now just take this for face value, going, oh, this game, you just saw avowed gameplay compared to what they showed, right? It's in the show. Avowed did not look like that, what they showed in that thing. Now, can Fable look somewhere like that? We will see. But let me tell you something about Fable before I get into the thing. Do you think we're going to see any more of Fable anytime soon? Just a general comment from the grinders here. Do you think that we're going to see Fable like at Gamescom now and at the Game Awards? Do you think that we're going to see any more of Fable? Let you guys answer first before I give my answer. Because I think you know what my answer is. Are we going to see more of Fable? Like, this was just the start. It didn't even have a year on it. Hint, hint. No chance. No. Dude, Fable's going back into the woodwork again. You're not going to see that now for another year or so. Maybe they show it at next year's Game Awards. Hopefully, cross your fingers that they show it at next year's show. Because that's what they do. They announced Fable in 2020, and we went 2 whole years without an announcement, without any progress to Fable at all. They showed it in 2020. What happened? 21? Not 22? They went whole years without even mentioning Fable. And now, it just shows up out of the blue with no date. And with that quote-unquote in-engine or in-game footage. And then already, Booty, I saw an article, is already talking about, oh, in the next 18 months, we're going to probably, talk about stuff, talk about State of Decay 3 and Perfect Dark. The next 18 months. He's talking about a year and a half that they'll show gameplay to those games. That's what Booty said in his interview. 18 months, we will show gameplay for Perfect Dark and then a developer direct type thing with Perfect Dark and State of Decay 3 in the next 18 months. Yeah. 18 months, he said. That's the where was he on the interview? Let me see if I could grab where exactly. Let's see. 18 months Freak Dark. Yeah. From Game Bolt. From Gaming Bolt. Here it is. See, I'm not just going to say it. I'm going to show it. Here. Game Bolt says, Perfect Dark and State of Decay 3 are on track for gameplay deep dives within 18 months. 18 months is the Game Awards of next year. So do you think we're seeing Fable? Because they didn't even do a gameplay deep dive to Fable yet. Xbox says his first-party teams are aware the expectation going forward will be to showcase gameplay for their titles. Oh. Why? Because you didn't do that with all your games at this showcase? Mm-hmm. With Fable and Avowed reemerging, because Avowed was the same way. We haven't heard anything. Last year, that was my comments when I was talking about last year's showcase. I'm like, where's the Fable? Where's Avowed? Hell, where's Contraband now? There's so many other games that they didn't even talk about. State of Decay 3, they showed out with a CGI in 2020. Booty said it. I told we found them.
I came looking for booty.
We found them. 18 months. Look at this. As I look into 2024, everything that we said we're going to ship, I've seen builds of very recently. I've said this before, Booty said. There's so much stuff in Fable where I get to go with... Oh, we heard this one. This is what he said from the show. As I think ahead to 2025, we've seen builds of the games at the initiative. And Undead Labs of State of Decay 3, we've seen these things. Probably looking over the shoulder when he brought them the coffee, right? So I look ahead to the next 18 months in terms of what we're going to be able to show and deliver to do the kind of gameplay reveal. Here we go. I am cautiously confident. Oh, goodness.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit.
Microsoft and their
Holy
Windows.
Spirit, activate.
18 in next 12 months. So now you think we're gonna see anything of Fable? Nah. Fable's going back. Maybe gameplay at the end of next year. Cross your fingers that they still showed up in next year's show. 18 months. That's a long goddamn time to show gameplay. Not for the game to release. Mind you, grinders. Not for the game to release. To show you deep dive on gameplay. 18 months. What are we doing here? They are lying so much. Phil said he wanted to get confidence back. They came here and they can't stop. They're like compulsive liars. They are lying. 18 months to show gameplay to Perfect Dark and State of Decay 3. 18 months. Deep dive gameplay. Not release it. And he's cautiously optimistic. How can you sit here and be like, oh yeah, we got a great... Well, you got what? And Fable? No date. Does that mean Fable's coming out next year? Where's the deep dive on Fable? We're still waiting for that. And now you're talking 18 months for Perfect Dark and friggin' State of Decay 3. We're talking about that. They're compulsive liars. They cannot tell the truth if they're held up to a goddamn truth detector, like a lie detector. They cannot tell the truth. Exactly. 18 months. We're sorry. We'll do better. Why do they keep doing this? He said his point is that he needs to instill confidence with the Xbox fans. How do you do that and then proceed to come on a show and tell more lies? 18 months. That's a long-ass window to show in-depth gameplay. When's it coming out? So you may show gameplay next year. When's it coming out? As you look at 2025? Really? Well, to show visual evidence of them bold-face lying, I need you all to hit that like button right now because I'm going to show you foolproof evidence in writing, them lying straight to our faces. Bold-faced lies. And nobody else is going to cover this. This is only here because I found this shit. And you may have followed me on Twitter and you've seen this stuff, but this grinds my gears because you are taking us for granted. You are lying to us. You as a company have lied to the gamer. And what do you think of us? You think we're just dumb? You think we're just going to roll over and accept everything that you shove down our face? No. You're going to get that smoke, and you're going to get that grindhouse smoke. So here it is. I want confidence with everybody. I need confidence. The Xbox gamers, we lost confidence with them. We need to get that back. Okay, Phil. Let's talk about this Fable in-engine gameplay, whatever you want to call. Let's see what we got going on here, Phil. This guy calls you out right here. Let's see.
I was going to say, obviously, like, you
Here we
showed
go.
Fable today. That's a big deal for you. There's a lot of games that people wanted to see that are now there now, and you put, like, 2024 on there, so you've kind of amped people up now. What is your strategy now going forward to make sure that you maintain that momentum? Because obviously there is, my thought is now, we won't see Fable again for months, and we still haven't seen any gameplay for it. Like, that trailer was fantastic, really good tone piece, and I really enjoyed what was shown there.
Why
but,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
As in,
Why
like,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
there,
Why
but,
didn't you
like,
think it was gameplay?
Mr. Hotshot. Mr. Hotshot. Phil was crying a month ago about shipping a game not done. Now, he's here challenging people. The confidence of this dude who said, what did he say? Is this the same dude that said this stuff?
Our console, that somehow we're going to win the console race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. I see commentary that if you just build great games,
Oh, he sounds so
everything
whiny.
would turn around. It's just
Not
not
true.
true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost
Oh,
the
man.
worst generation to lose.
That's the same dude that's now challenging him, saying, what?
my thought is now, we won't see Fable again for months, and we still haven't seen any gameplay for it. Like, that trailer was fantastic, really good tone piece, and I really enjoyed what was shown there.
Why
but,
didn't
like,
you think it was gameplay?
as in,
Why
like,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
Oh, yeah, Phil, why didn't we think it was gameplay? Oh, CJ, you better hold on to your balls, bitch. Get ready. You think this? This is the build-up, bitch. All right? This is the build-up. So hold on to your balls. Get ready. Why didn't you think it was gameplay? Well, remember when I showed our video about how the developer said it was a cinematic? Right? This was on Monday. This guy right here. The guy who made the video worked on it. Let's listen to a grind of the past. I mean, nobody finding this out. He is the senior environmental artist at We Are Playground on Fable. And his website is artstation.com. Now,
You're my #1 customer.
he's followed by all of them. Hip Hop Gamer, the guy was hugging everybody. He was a hype. Look, he's the senior environmental artist. What does he call? Let's see what he puts on artstation.com. Where is it? Here it is. Fable. Xbox Showcase. Fable, the Xbox Showcase 2023 provided us with a perfect opportunity to finally show off the Fable world. Quote, this cinematic trailer was a huge effort by the team, and I could not be prouder of it. This cinematic trailer was a huge effort by the team, and I could not be prouder of it. The build-up, everybody. Where are we going? The build-up, right? Oh, man. Notice the website. Notice the highlighted text, right? That was on Monday. Let's go visit our good friend today. Actually, here's this tweet right here. It's still there. This cinematic trailer. Let's see what happened to the website today. Here he is again. Fable, the showcase, provided us with the perfect opportunity to finally show off Fable to the world. This in-game trailer was a huge effort. They goddamn changed it. Suck on them apples.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy
Changed.
Spirit, activate.
Boom, bitch!
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Swap.
Activate.
Swapped out in-game cinematic trailer with in-game trailer. They changed the message. Did the footage change? Nope. Did the footage change? Nope. Did they show more of it at the showcase? Nope. They just changed the language from a cinematic trailer to in-game trailer. So I guess those are swappable words. Look at this. We want honesty. We want to have honesty with our Xbox fans. We want to be honest with them. So why are you changing this? Why are you changing cinematic trailer, thank you, to now in-game trailer? Why? Were you getting challenged that wasn't in-game? And you had to send out the message to change it? So I guess it's synonymous? Well, there you go. Phil thought Redfall was getting reviews to double the score. Dude's clueless. He's challenging. Why don't you think that's gameplay? Dude, show us gameplay. Your artist, your team is calling it cinematic trailer. And you can see, if you go back to his initial tweet, because he needs to delete the tweet, if you go back here, it's still there. This Xbox showcase provided us with a perfect opportunity to finally show off Fable to the world. This cinematic trailer was a huge effort. This cinematic trailer. But then you go to the website, and as of Monday, that's what it said. But as of today, it is changed to this in-game trailer.
Game over.
Boom. They changed it. Did the content change? Nope. They're just calling it something else. So, go ahead. You want to call gameplay? Go ahead. But we're going to be sitting here years from now when they actually show gameplay. Who knows? They may be talking about it at the end of the generation. We'll be sitting here and go, well, why didn't Fable look like that cinematic trailer? Oh, you called the gameplay back then. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was an impression of what it was going to be. And okay. Now the excuse is the I'm sorries. In-game still doesn't mean gameplay. Exactly, Wana Wada. But they changed it. They feel like that they're making an effort. He has to change it. Why would they change it? And what's crazy is that if you go here, shout out to everybody on Twitter. Like, I showed in that video, I pointed that out. That he said cinematic trailer, the guy who made it. And it got tons of likes. And they went back and changed it. And I noticed that just before the show, I was like, wait a second, let me get this up again. And then I went to the website, and they changed it. This in-game trailer. Boom. Same thing changed, nothing else. In-game trailer. And actually, I think it was even in this. Hold on. I think it was in. I want to see if they changed it in the. What? Oh. No, they didn't change it in the thing. They changed it on the website. How's that? But again, it's like how much do we need to do of this where they have been caught just lying on stuff? Like it's just lying. And why are we playing with words here? Why are we playing with words? I don't get it. If the key is to get honesty and to get the respect back from the gamers, you do that by playing with words of cinematic trailer and in-game. That's how you proceed to gain respect and let people trust you. I don't think that's a good, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And did I have it right here. Let's see what the what does it say here? Was this the one here? I just show the gameplay loop, dude. Just show it. But they just kind of, they're doing a lot of cuts. They're hiding stuff because stuff's not ready. And let's see. This was Hellblade, right? We're going to hold this to Hellblade, right? Now, Hellblade, I think these guys have done it since they did the first one. But they call this now see how they did with this. Here was Hellblade from 2021, right? At the Game Awards. It says here, this is the gameplay reveal captured in-game by the development team. So we'll see if this is it. But you see the avowed situation. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like what they showed. And it's always this, we're sorry. We're sorry, this is not what it is. Explanations, people damage controlling it, and all that stuff. It's all these things. And they didn't show any more of this. Talked about it. But this is what it is. Redfall was the same thing. Redfall was showing gameplay in-engine, in-game footage. This is in-game footage in cinematics. Show the game. Just do it. But now we're wondering. 2024, all this other stuff. So this was added to their showcase thing. Let me get to their this was the avowed gameplay that they had at the show. But let's go to their Xbox event. Where was it? The Xbox showcase there. But I thought that was very interesting how they changed it, and they're synonymous with cinematic trailers now are turning into in-game. Interesting. 23. So we're going to go here. Yeah, avowed, man. Eesh. Yeesh. Yeesh. When I saw this, I was like, You remember? I was thinking this too. Do you remember that? You remember when Halo was shown and Halo looked the way it did, or Craig looked the way it did, and Halo looked like people made excuses for Halo Infinite's graphics because it was a cross-gen game. They're like, oh yeah, Halo looks like that because it's a cross-gen game. That's the reason why. Redfall was a next-gen only game, a current-gen game. Avowed is only a Series X game, S. It's only a Series console game. Redfall was only a series console game, $70. Starfield is only a next-gen game. What is the excuse why there are compromises being made in fidelity, graphics, performance modes, ray tracing, when we are 3 years into the generation? 3 years into it. 60 frames a second is being called a buzzword, right? That's right, Lord, yeah. It's a buzzword. Meanwhile, Phil was running to the rooftops. They made fun of Sony Showcase for being 4K 30, streamed on YouTube. The frame rates, the 120 frames, that's all they talked about. Look, boosted mode. Everything got boosted. Everything's boosted to 120. Remove all the people in the crowd. I want to play 120. The Series S is a next-gen console. Frames were a leverage point for the Xbox. Don't believe me? Why? Why would you just believe what little old me has to say? Why would you just believe what I have to say? How it changed? Why? Let's pull up receipts, because that's what we do here in the Grindhouse. What do you mean? Why?
Xbox Series X, most if not all of the first-party Xbox Game Studios exclusives will either run at 60 FPS or above, or offer a performance mode to run at 60.
Will they?
Halo Infinite, Forza, Gears, Psychonauts 2, Everwild, Hellblade 2, and many more. Xbox has expressed that a target frame rate for the Xbox Series X console is 60 FPS, and they are setting the bar in-house, even with the platform supporting Xbox One for a year or two. Contrast this with the biggest games being shown by Sony for the PS5. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is being boasted by PlayStation engineers and developers to push for visual quality and animations at 30 FPS over the prospect of playing at 60. Insomniac believes that it is more important to see the quality animations and interactions with the world at 30 FPS than to compromise visuals or effects at the cost of playing at 60 FPS. Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West is also likely favoring visuals over performance. Even though looking at the delta of the PS4 Pro power to the PS5, the new hardware can easily handle these visuals at a manageable resolution at 60 FPS. Developers like Guerrilla Games are choosing to ramp up visuals at the cost of continuing to put out games at 30 FPS to create a filmic presentation when the game, and most every game on the PS5, would look truly next generation just if they were able to make it playable at 60 FPS or higher.
How them apples? How are them apples? Sony was favoring fidelity over Sony favoring fidelity over performance. Really? Really? Fidelity over performance. It will make them look better. They're doing fidelity over performance. That's why. Where Microsoft is targeting 60 frames on everything.
S, we do lock it at 30.
Hey, let's see what Mr. Howard.
It's 1440.
Wait, Howard, where you running to? Where you running to? Get over here. Where you going? Get over here. You're not running away, Howard. Uber driver.
On the S, we do lock it at 30.
Why?
We want that fidelity.
Fidelity over performance.
We don't want to sacrifice any of it. Fortunately, in this one, we've got it running great. It's often running way above that. Sometimes it's 60.
Oh, is it? So then why don't you just let people play that way, right?
But on the consoles, we do lock it because we prefer the consistency.
Yeah.
Right? You're not
Consistency, because you're saying the consoles can't do it. Ah, that's what you're saying. Shadow Link with the first super chat. He goes, that didn't age well. Laughed my ass off. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah. It was all about frame rate. But wait. He's doing fidelity over performance.
not even thinking about it. And we don't ever want to sacrifice that experience that makes our games, really, really special.
You're my number one customer.
Great. We're really happy.
Where are the pitchforks for him?
Even in the heat of battle, and we need that.
Where are the pitchforks for Starfield? Because that was something that Sony was supposedly doing. And that was an advantage that Xbox had. But again, don't take my word for it.
Next console. This is Project Scarlet.
Where does all that shilling come from? Who other? All roads lead to philness. All roads lead to philness. Where did all that frame rate hubbub, the buzzword of 60 frames come about? And the cult shields? Well, let's see.
The most powerful and highest performing console we've ever designed.
Really?
So when we started on Project Scarlet, it was about how do these great games look and how they feel.
Oh, how
so
they
for
feel,
us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Wait, you mean a focus on frame rate? Excusez-moi? Excusez-moi, Phil? You using buzzwords?
For the last couple of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Ooh, man,
So for
you even prepped us. You lubed us all up, getting ready for that philness. You prepped us up. You prepped us. You've been foreshadowing it. Okay. You've been foreshadowed the buzzword.
For us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact,
Big
for the last couple
focus.
of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second.
Oh, damn, 120 he talking. He talking 120. Oh, there we are. There we are. Phil, what was that again? You prepped
It was about how do these great games look and how they feel.
How they feel. How they feel.
For us, it was a big focus on frame rate. In fact, for the last couple of years, I've been talking about that, kind of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Which meant focus on the CPU, focus on frame rate, variable refresh rate, ensuring the box can go up to 120 frames per second.
All right, Phil. Good job on that one. You're really delivering from your first party. You've been foreshadowing it since, what, E3 2019? 2019, yeah. You've been foreshadowing it. Mm-hmm. Here it is. Thank you again. Yeah, here's the full
It's not
one.
just PC. It's not just console. It's not just mobile. It's really all
Thank
of
you,
the above.
Sergeant.
Xbox is all about choice. We're investing
about
in
choice,
technology
he said.
all throughout the game stack.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
Oh,
we don't want to
man.
build just another console. We
There
truly
he
want it
is.
to be transformative.
Taking pictures
More
with the fans.
immersion, more exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier
He
for
gone.
people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of
Hey,
the
Matt?
things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so loading screens are a thing.
You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. It's just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Never seen before.
Never seen
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability.
Variable refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
Oh
We
man,
have
I think I'm
hundreds
done
of
listening to
people
this
across
stuff.
both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences.
I'm done. I'm done. I heard this before. This is all I hear is buzzwords. That's right, Josh. That's all I hear. Yeah, your boy is like, when is this Xbox coming out? Right? When's this one coming out? Oh my God, the load times. They just said that there's load screens when you're going in buildings in Starfield. What happened? I thought they were a thing. Like, oh man, loading times are a thing when I'm going in. I'm a big RPG gamer. They're a thing. Well, they are going to be a thing. When you're playing Starfield, you're going to be going in a load screen when you go into a building. Pause. Oh, damn. Oh. Man, this is them. This is not the fans. This is not True Virgil smelling Herman Holtz's balls. This is them. This is what they sold us. This was the package of goods that they sold over 4 years ago. Because this was when it was called Project Scarlet. This was before we even knew the name of it. This is 2019 we talking here. This is what we're doing here. And now, 4 years later, the excuses, well, the fidelity needs to be there. No 60 frames at launch. Oh, so here's another Series S. We're doubling down and we're going to charge you more for a Series S. Oh my God. What happened to the X? Why is one getting an upgrade and why is one getting an update and the other one isn't? The excuses. Everything. Just stop lying. Stop talking. If you have no proof, if you can't back up your words, then stop talking. Because that's all you've been doing is digging it's all been self-inflicted. Because everything that you said was it. If you had no control, then you shouldn't even told about it. If you didn't have something in your back pocket to say, no, here it is right here. Here's ray tracing in Halo Infinite. We talked about ray tracing. Here it is. Instead, you talk about ray tracing in Minecraft and then pulled it. Never had it ever. Ray trace shadows in Halo Infinite. Stop. And now let's get into the coverage of the thing. Thank you for this little reminder of how much they've been lying to us. But let's go into this horrible. This is Forza?
Game over. You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
Oh, and second us too. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a Requiem. What to play first and what to play last. Skymatch 2, Ground, Shroom, and Doom. 'Cause they're all on Game Pass.
This is what we got out of the extended. Finally got a glimpse of Forza. Because if you remember, I was saying Forza is really, something's going on here. Something's going on here. Why haven't they just showed straight up Forza? Right? Why haven't they just showed a race? Why? Why have they been showing clips? And here it is in motion.
48x jump in fidelity. We have an entirely new tire model that features a 48x jump in fidelity. We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling. The simulation has never been more accurate, and the cars feel incredible to drive. You can see some of the tight racing here is all thanks to all of. We have an entirely new tire model that features a 48x jump in fidelity. We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling. The simulation has never been more accurate, and the cars feel incredible to drive.
What the?
You can see some of the tight racing here is all thanks to all of.
What are
We have an
doing
entirely new tire model that features a 48x jump in fidelity. We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling. The simulation has never been more accurate, and the cars feel incredible to drive. You can see some of the tight racing here is all thanks to all of. We have.
So I brought up, why haven't we seen just a straight up race? And you say, well, why? Why are you nitpicking? Nitpicking? Well, I'm going to tell you, since the last Forza Motorsport, that's exactly what they did. They brought it on stage. This is Forza Motorsport 2017.
Let's take a look at the Porsche 911 GT2 RS in Forza Motorsport 7 running on Xbox One X. I'm joined on stage by two presenters for our Forza
they're
Racing
actually playing the
Championship
game.
Esports Series.
I'm Shannon McIntosh, professional race car driver and Porsche driving coach. I'll be pushing the GT2 RS to its limits on the sun-baked streets of Dubai.
And I'm Verena May, professional racer and stunt driver. I will be fighting to survive dynamic weather in the Nürburgring in this Nissan GTR race car.
We start with Shannon in her customized driver on Dubai. Using the power of Xbox One X, Forza Motorsport 7 runs at a native 4K and a rock-solid 60 frames per second. And we have the additional power.
Did he just use a buzzword? He used a buzzword. Did he just use a buzzword?
Who are you?
I've got news for
You idiots! You've captured their stunt doubles!
Did he say a rock? What did you say? He used a buzzword.
And we have the additional power to deliver shocking levels of detail. Using super high resolution assets, we've recreated the intense feel of one of the greatest. Deliver shocking 4K and a. Using the power of Xbox One X, Forza Motorsport 7 runs at a native 4K and a rock-solid 60 frames per second.
Oh! It wasn't just 60 frames, it was rock solid 60 frames. Well, they cared about it in 2017, True Virgil. I think Herman has an itch on his balls. You better scratch it. 2017, rock solid 60 frames. It sounded like they cared about it in 2017. What do we degraded ourselves? We're in 2023 now, right now. 2017 was rock solid. Rock solid 60 frames. What are we doing here? And wait a second, look how good it looks. Are we going back in time here? What are we doing here? Do you like this is how they showed it at E3? Why are we getting shown this at Xbox Showcase? This is what I don't get. This is what I don't understand, Grinders. Look, E3, they were playing this in 2017. Look at Forza in 2017. Why are they showing it like this now? Why did they go that far back? Why? Like, why is it starting there? I don't understand it. Why are we going backwards? This is 2017. They're playing it on stage. And this is what they covered on the extended show. Showing Forza gameplay like this. And then meanwhile, every time they shown Forza, it was like, where's the gameplay? Like, this is what I'm trying to say about this gameplay thing, is because before, this is how they're showing it. And then this is how they showed it this year at the Developer Direct. Look at how they showed it this year. This is the Forza 2023. Look all the cuts, the swipes, with CGI, with this, like, look at this. This is how they showed it. This is what I mean. Just show a straight up race, dude. I don't need to see these dudes walking around in here. Like stop. All the cuts, all the face. Like, this is what Microsoft's been doing. They're hiding gameplay. They're hiding it. Look, why do I need to see people at a meeting? A guy making, what is this? This is how they've been showing their games. And saying, oh yeah, there's gameplay in somatics, there's stuff. Look. Where's the game? Show just a race, a straight up race. Show the gameplay loop. Oh, I don't need to see a dude walking in front of the camera with. What is this? This is what they've been doing now because their stuff is just not there. Booty's not doing a good job. They're not there. Like, they're just showing cuts and stuff and a glimpse of little gameplay. And then this is in January, and then you show us. This is in January. The guy, look, the guy's here. It is. This is a gameplay. Gameplay. We got it. Yep, it's gone. But what I don't understand is, how do you show this like this in January and then give a release date in June and show
entirely new tire
this
model that features a 48x jump in fidelity. We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling. The simulation has never been more accurate, and the cars feel incredible to drive.
That's what they said, in like, I don't understand it. And then on top of that, when they showed it again, and here we go again. Look at what they have at the bottom of this. In-game footage again. So this was the gameplay that they showed at the extended. And then here's the, quote, in-game footage. How does the in-game footage trailer look better than straight up the game? Look at all these reflections and stuff. Like, we're all over the place. I don't know. I'm not getting it, everybody. I don't know why the fidelity and everything is all over. Swipes, a firework, like, it just seems so suspect. It's like, wait. And I don't have doubts that Forza's going to look bad, but, like, why are we doing this in-game footage stuff and then they show this? Why is the carpet not matching the drapes? Why? It's just so strange how they're handling Forza. Like I showed you before, this is how they handled Forza. On stage, E3, gameplay.
And we have the additional power to deliver shocking levels of detail. Using super high resolution assets, we've recreated the intense feel of one of the greatest driving roads in the world, the Hellblade Mountain Pass.
Like, this is your showcase. Like, why is it being shown like that? And then you're doing these swipe trailers. Like, are these studios really not ready? And here is the video. Like, is this and this is where it came from. So I'm going to stop it from the Twitter stuff. And this is what they had.
Talented developer on our team who'll be driving the demo today for us.
Finally.
Everything you see today is production.
Whoa, what happened?
Production code running on an Xbox Series X And all of the gameplay you'll see is at 4K 60 with true Gen 9 graphics. Forza as a franchise.
What did he just say? This is running on a Series X. Let's put this in 4K. He's running in a Series X and everything. Wait. I didn't watch this part.
With true Gen 9 graphics.
Gen 9 graphics. Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah, featured race. Finally, let's see a race.
With the rest of the field to see who comes out on top. So you're seeing here is a field of drivatars populated with your friends, their cars, and their liveries. All the Without these cheats, the racing has never been so immersive. You can trust that anytime you're pulling them in a straight, you're actually out driving them.
Maybe it's a bad track.
Our physics have big advancements as well. We have an entirely new tire model that features
It doesn't look
48x
next gen,
jump
like
in
it doesn't
fidelity.
look like that flashy.
We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling.
So this isn't raw. Like, I'm not
Simulation
going off
has
the Twitter
never been
stuff.
more accurate, and the cars feel incredible to drive. You can see some of the tight racing here is all thanks to all of the new AI improvements.
He said this in 4K 60, dude. Gen 9 graphics. This is all I wanted to see. Why? Like, Jesus. I don't know, man.
So I know the racing's exciting, and as much as I'd like to watch this, we only have a short time here, so
race is not exciting.
Let's go ahead and finish up the race.
He says the race is exciting, dude. You see, like, I'm telling you, Horizon is the better Forza, all right? They have proceeded with, they use, Horizon has killed Forza Motorsport. I'm telling you that right now. Like, for the people that want that, they got the real cars and the environments. You could even tell the guy, like, this is really exciting, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at the helicopter. The helicopter's twitching. Can you see the helicopter in the sky? Watch the helicopter. Look at this helicopter. It's like stuttering. It's Yee. See, now, to my point of the whole show, right? Watch. When was it? It was in, right? Was it in this one? Oh, no, was it this one? Yeah. So, here we go again, right? This is just to bring it full circle, right? In-game footage, all in-game footage shown a year ago, right? Here it is, grinders. Look, Forza Motorsport official trailer, Bethesda Showcase 2022. Can you see this? Okay. Last year's, this is the whole point. In-game footage, right? This is what they shown. So when you're really popping your chest up about Fable and all that other stuff, hold your roll and shut your mouth. Okay? Hold. Because they have been doing this. So this is a year ago. In-game footage, Forza. Run it. In-game footage. A year ago. In-game. All in-game 4K. Last year. Look at the lighting. Look at everything. Look at the reflections. In-game footage. And I said, why don't you just show a race? Nope. All in-game. You see it on the lower left-hand corner. All in-game footage. Right? If this is what it looked like last year, think, McFly, think. If this is what it looked like last year, if this is what it looked like last year, why does it look like this year? What happened? If that's what it looked like last year,
and as much as I'd like
what happened this year?
We only have a short time here, so let's go ahead and finish up the race.
4K 60.
Physics.
Not final quality. I got you. But it goes to the point of if the game looked like this last year, in-game footage, all in-game footage, all in-game 4K footage. Look. This was what? 1 year ago today. If this is what it looked like last year, 1 year ago today, this is what it looked like. Why does it look like this a year later? Shouldn't it be getting better or stay the same? Why did it go backwards? So then stop it. Stop it with Fable in-game. It's in-game. Please stop. Dude, it's cinematic horse shit. That's what it is. Cut it out. Cut it out. Wise up, clowns. Philness has got you blind. And this is the problem of honesty, of what they can't get. You don't show this last year and then show this in some snuff YouTube video after hours. Because that's when this showed up. Official career mode gameplay demo. They showed it after hours in some YouTube channel. It wasn't in the show floor. It wasn't a showcase video. It was some second level, we had some extra content. But if this is what you're showing us, and again, all swipes, all in-game. If last year, this wasn't January, last year, this is what it looked like. All in-game, everybody. And tell me again about Fable. Tell me Fable's in-game. Oh, it's in-game. What are you talking about? In-game footage. It's so in-game that they had to change it from cinematic trailer to in-game footage. That's what they had to do. Because I guess those words mean the same to Phil Spencer. And for all you diehard Xbox fans that are here, how is that acceptable? But I probably could answer for you because you don't care. You don't care. You like to get beat around and manipulated and talked about. But heaven forbid, if Sony pulled this kind of horse shit, you would be crawling up that ass real quick. Sniffing that ass. If Sony had a downgrade, oh man, you would be right there. Here's your own two goddamn eyes right here. Sony actually upgrades their games. They look better when they release. And there's proof of that with God of War. How the old trailer didn't look as good as the new one. But you guys, this is what Microsoft's selling you last year, and this is what they're selling you this year. AI. Look at these look at this car.
Big advancements.
Tell me it's the lighting again. Halo Infinite dudes. Tell me it's the lighting. Oh, it's the lighting. That's why Master Chief looks like ass and Craig looks like that. Tell me it's the lighting. Look at these look at this car. Look at this car. Not final quality. If that's not final quality now, then what the hell was this? What was this? Spider-Man as well. Yes, exactly, Jason. Siriu, what's up? Because you can tell Xbox is hiding things until the last minute to milk Game Pass subs. Shameful. Truest statement right there. They're milking Game Pass. That's exactly. They're touting that little bait. You know, you put little like breadcrumbs around to bait a rat, a mouse. That's what they're doing. They're baiting people. Oh, yeah, that's what Fable was. Thank you for the super chat. Fable was a reminder, a bait reminder. Oh, here you go. Look, we're making Fable. Here's some crazy CGI.
You're my number one customer.
In-game video. Oh, Fable looks like this. Oh, yeah, well, I'll stay subscribed. There you go. There is no ray tracing. That's right, Nick. There's no ray tracing. So tell me how last year this is what the game looked like, and this year this is what it looks like. That's the answer I'm looking for. I need that explanation. I need somebody to tell me why last year it looked like this, and this year it looks like this. There was no statements here, early footage, pre-alpha gameplay. Then what is this game? What is this? All in-game footage. It's smoke and goddamn mirrors. That's exactly what it is. It's assets. It's a video. It's taking the best stuff and rendered and pre-rendered and rendered this and lighting added, different layers, rendered again, and send it out. But we started with this trash-ass model, but we had to add layers of light, and they manipulated it. Because I can see people going, well, no, Forza's just a pre-look. It says not final build. Why does it bother you? Look. Not final build. This is not real. This is the early build. This is the early build. Who this? Who this game? This was last year. Forza looked like this. Who's this? True Virgil. Look. Stop looking at Herman's nuts and look at the screen. I know they're massive and they're in your face, but move the nuts out of the way and look at the screen. Virgil, if that's what Forza looked like last year, this is what Forza looked like last year, then what happened? What happened here? Where's the reflections here? I'm showing them side by side. Like, explain to me. This is a year ago, and this is now. Oh, but this is pre-alpha. Then what's this game? Is this pre-alpha beta's cousin, former roommate? What's this? That's my whole point. What is this game? Okay, I'll give you this. This is alpha. They haven't put the lighting in. Okay, fine. That's what this game's gonna look like. That's realistic. What this? Who's this on the right? I need an answer. Who's this? Where's this game? Just like we talked about. Where's that Xbox that they were talking about in that video? Who's that? Where's that Xbox? Where is it? Dude, look at the crowd. Let's move this thing. Look at the reflections.
The AI without any cheats or hacks.
Look at this crowd right here. Wait, I got a crowd over here. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd. They're going wild in this one. Watch this. Look at this crowd. In this game, who's this game? Here comes the crowd. Watch this. Oh, man. Could shave looking in that mirror. Where's the crowd? I saw the crowd. There they are. Look at this crowd going. Woohoo. Look at this crowd moving. Wait, where's that crowd? I saw one. Oh, man. Can it look like this? Who knows? Who knows if it can look like this? But this is what you here it is. This the crowd? Sparks flying, debris, damage, dents. Where this one?
To keep them.
The guy had a fast forward. It was boring as hell.
Big advancements as well. We have an entirely new tire model that features a 48x jump in fidelity.
48x.
We've also rebuilt the suspension, weight, and aero modeling. The simulation has never been more accurate, and the car.
We got like shadows popping up over here.
In fidelity.
And listen, I'm not trashing on this pre-alpha game. What I'm trying to say is all these people running around saying in-game assets. It's in-game. Dude, here's your in-game right here. All in-game 4K footage. Why? Is this a target render? Is this like what they want the game to look like once they add all their stuff and they're not hamstrung by a console? Like, this is like infinite power? This is like if they had infinite power, but then they got to put it on the S, and when you got to put it on an Xbox, it has to look like, start off like this? I don't know. Even the textures. Look at the side of the textures and stuff in this game. Look at the street. Look at all that stuff. What are we doing here?
We've also rebuilt the suspension.
I can't play them both
and
at the
aero
same
model.
time here. Maybe I can. But nobody, like, I
Simulation has
need
never
3
been more
times the
accurate.
tires. But, so, the lies. I don't know what happened here, froze. It's just, I don't understand why they continue to do this to themselves. I just don't understand why they continue to do this. Why don't you think that's gameplay? Phil said. Right? Why don't you think that's gameplay? He said. All pompous. Well, Phil, I'll give you example A, B, and C. What do you mean? Well, why don't I think that's gameplay? Remember, let's come full circle, grinders. Let's come back full circle here and see what started this whole thing right here.
Say, like, you showed off Fable today. That's a big deal for you. There's a lot of games that people wanted to see that are now there now, and you put like 2024 on there, so you've kind of amped people up now. What is your strategy now going forward to make sure that you maintain that momentum? Because obviously my thought is now we won't see Fable again for months, and we still haven't seen any gameplay for it. Like, that trailer was fantastic, really good tone piece, and I really enjoyed what was shown there.
Why
but,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
As in,
why
like,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
there,
Why
but,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
Well, I just showed you why I don't think it's gameplay. Hot shot. Why don't you think it's gameplay? Dude, you duped us. Look at the Forza stuff. And Maniola says, yo, Jez, they said it was a Series X in the video, but it's actually PC video. Digital Foundry said it, so they're lying there as well. They're calling it Series X gameplay. You want to know what they're doing, Maniolas? In their mind, they're probably specking a PC to be what an Xbox is, and they're saying, oh, this is running on an Xbox. They probably have a PC spec'd to what Xbox is around, and they're doing that. But why lie? It's captured on an Xbox. So I'm assuming then they lied about Hellblade, because she said that was captured on an Xbox. I don't know. The hot shot here.
Why didn't you think it was gameplay? Why didn't you think it was gameplay?
Look at Booty. Booty's like, it wasn't gameplay, Phil. Look at Booty's reaction.
and I really enjoyed what was shown there.
Why
but,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
As in,
why
like,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
there,
Why
like,
didn't you think it was gameplay?
Look at Booty. Dude, they are capping so hard, man. It's stop. Get off the couch with your legs folded and get to work. Because you're showing in-game footage, and then the year when you show gameplay, it's nowhere near what the expectations are. And we're sorry. We'll fix it. Redfall wasn't what we thought it was going to be. Like, how many sorries we got, Phil? You should just shut your mouth and get to work. You showed Fable with no gameplay, a cinematic trailer as it was defined, before you told them to change it to in-game. And you proceed to lie. Right to our face. Here's Avowed. Doesn't look like what you showed. Oh, but that was a CGI. Stop it. Stop it. But they do it to themselves. This has nothing to do with Sony. This has nothing to do with Nintendo. This has nothing to do with any of it. This is all on them because they constantly sit and talk and interviews and Booty saying 18 months. You know we're going to come back to that. Grinders, you know we're going to come back to Booty saying 18 months when we don't see Perfect Dark next year. We don't see real gameplay. We see some imagining of gameplay. You know that. He could tell you he saw it. Oh, I see assets. I played it. Phil's like, I played it. I saw it. Phil said he also played Crackdown. Phil said he also saw Redfall and thought it was fine. He needed to do better. Well, you sound like you got it under control with your legs crossed and all hot shit. Sounds like you got it all under control, but just a month ago you were crying. I don't trust them all. They're all bold-faced liars. Greenberg, you're not going to see any CGI. It's in-game. That's why they told them to change it. Because when they said cinematic trailer, they have to use the term in-game because everybody was bringing up Aaron Binger's tweet saying everything's going to be in-game, and Microsoft did show CGI stuff. What is it? What is it? Phil was crying about that. In-game. That's the term we're using. In-game. That's the lingo. And you know what? I don't care. If Jim Ryan says these are cross-gen, this is only next-gen. Dude, when the games come out, when it comes down to the games, what's up, Kofi? When it comes down to the games, they look even better and play better. Go play the Final Fantasy 16 demo. Go play Spider-Man. Go play God of War. Go play the games, and when it comes down to it. See, that's the problem with you. That's the problem. You believe your game is listening to Phil and all his fanatics, his philnatics. That's your game. Because when the game comes out and it doesn't meet any of the expectations that they spoke about, nor the console, you don't care. And that's the product that you're buying. You're not buying Phil Spencer on a couch. You're buying the product that he's selling to you. And the product that he's selling to you is not what he's selling to you. He is a door-to-door salesman selling you broken vacuums. Well, he was a nice guy. I really like the sales pitch. He's really nice. What good is it if the vacuum is broken? And you spent your money on the vacuum and broke it. And it's broken.
You're my number one
customer. That's a sickness. That's the problem. Well, I really like the salesman. I gave him money. Yeah, he took it from you and he sold you a broken good. You're the fool. I'd rather have somebody lie to my face, tell me something's bad, something's not this, and then I buy the product and it's better than what they even said it was. Now I made out. Now I'm the winner in that one because I bought it and I got better than what I thought I was getting. I made out because the guy couldn't sell for shit. You're the opposite. You're believing the sales pitch and getting a box full of shit. So when Jim Ryan talks out his ass, I could care less.
You're my number one
I could care less. Because when the product comes out, it overstates my expectations to it. And that's the important thing. The product that we're buying as gamers. That's the thing. Everybody loving Phil. Look at all the autographs. Look at all the signatures. All that stuff. That's what you like. Grabbing ass, look at my Fanfest. That's what you people like. That's what Xbox has created there. But then when the product comes out, it's all, well, sorry, we thought it was supposed to be double the review score than what we got. And yeah, we're not ready at 60 frames at launch. Dude, it was all a scam. It was all a scam. They knew Starfield was going to be 30 frames. They knew it. But they let Redfall take the hit. That's exactly the game that Phil played. Ship Redfall. We're not ready for 30 frames. We will break the ice. I will apologize. We'll make Redfall be the Fallout. So then when we announce that Starfield will be 30, people will already have vented enough. That's the game plan of philness. That's exactly what happened. And it went like a T because that's his game. That's the game that he plays with you. He knew. He's like, you know what? He knew Redfall sucked. Come on now. That was all bullshit. He knew it wasn't ready. Just look at the tweet. Why would they just tweet a random tweet? Think, grinders. Why would they just do a random tweet just saying, hey, guys, we're not going to have a 60 frames per second at launch? Yeah. And let the internet blow up because in another month, we're going to announce Starfield at 30 frames per second. And people already got their jollies and already flipped out about 30 frames not being there on an Xbox next-gen game. $70 nonetheless. Let's get him used to expecting this. He knew. Todd Howard was alluding to it last year. 30 frames, and he was a 30-frame person. But they let Redfall take the hit on the internet. That's exactly what they did. That's the game that they played. Because they knew that Starfield was coming out at 30. Because it makes no sense, this internet, the way it works, is because people were hating on Redfall because Redfall wasn't going to have a 60 frames per second performance mode at launch. They flipped out because it wasn't there at launch. Starfield, he didn't even allude that there's going to be a performance mode ever in Starfield. He's like, we're locking in at 30 for consistency. And people are accepting of that. How do you flip out when somebody's like, hey, we just don't have that mode ready for launch? People went crazy. But when Starfield just says, no, it's 30 and that's the way you like it on console. That's the way it is. That's our creative vision. That's even worse because there is no performance mode coming. Arcane was the fall guy. Exactly. It's a shame, right, Jeff, that they did that. But that's the game that they played. It played it like a T. Because they rather get Redfall than Starfield. Because Starfield was their big money. And if you remember, Phil said in that interview, he sent his staff more with Starfield. Starfield is the money getter. Because he knows that Starfield is going to move on PC. That's where he wants to go. It's going to move on PC. So he knows that they got to make sure Starfield is not the scapegoat of expectations. Starfield has not to have a shroud over it. It's probably going to have enough of a shroud because of bugs and stuff. But it's not going to have that shroud. We cannot let Starfield be like a $70 game at 30 frames on console. We're going to get hit. So they said, hey, oh shit, my thing over here. Let's do Redfall. I'll go out there. I'll cry. I'll say we'll do better. It's on me. I'm paid more than what I get. We're never going to win the console. Even if Starfield is this. Like, we're done. This sucks. You know, we suck at everything. And all this other stuff, right? He went on there and it was just like, you know, he went on there and it was,
Oh, no! We suck again!
I'm sorry. Anybody asking for that 60 frames in Redfall? They just put an update out, 1.1. Your 60 frames performance mode is not one of it. Anybody flipping out about it? Nope. Because the game is horrible. 60 frames. What did he say on that interview? It's on track? Oh, yeah, we're on track with the update. Yeah, on track when? The Game Awards. Probably when their DLC comes out. So they could kind of do a soft reboot to it. Probably what they're doing.
Roll! 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 Where's the love sauce?
It's disgusting. It's so disrespectful. And that's where it grinds me out. I wish I could just see a game and enjoy it and let them really get excited. And that Clockwork game looked cool. I like that one. That did look good. That was a good presentation. Seems like that they stole it from BioShock. I don't know what's going on there. But that was decent. But this smoke and mirror stuff, it's got to end because they've been doing it for half a decade now. All these promises and all this stuff. Crackdown, another one. Look at all this destruction. Never happened. Nah, I didn't see the Armored Core gameplay. Oh, that's not. I don't know. There was a new one. But it's just so ridiculous. And what I want to leave you with, Grinders, is we can't leave here without the exact thing that I was talking about. How it's about the oh, we're not done yet, Grinders. I got something for you. You think we're done? What did I say? It's about the salesmanship, the Mickey Mouse Club. The whole crew was out. Remember? Major Nelson was in Mexico. Right? Let's get these super chats before we do the punchline of this evening. Shout out to J942. Showcase last ditch to sell Xbox before the ABK fail. If they get that injunction, apparently it's going to be done. The Claymore said Xbox channel covered avowed leaks that looked very detailed and realistic. This cartoonish downgrade is not what we expected. Oh, man. Oh, man. You reminded me of something, Claymores. Well, this is the content that you guys come here for. Because you know the motto of the Grindhouse is that we never forget. Grinders, you just remind me of that. Claymores, blame Claymore. Everybody congratulate Claymores for this entertainment that you're going to get right now. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Grindhouse. Gaming Grindhouse on Monday nights. These are the Grinds Bites. They're just wherever we go with them. Oh, goodness. You may remember this from an old Grindhouse. You may have remembered this one. Oh, man. It doesn't end. It doesn't. Oh, man. Hold on. This is the clay. This is on the Claymores. Wait. Claymores, here we go. Everybody give a clap. We'll give a shout out to Claymores because he just triggered a grind. He just triggered a grind celebration here. Here it is. You're gonna love this entertainment. Oh man, Phil.
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that whatever.
2019. Claymores, avowed, right? Here we go. 3 C's in the chat, please. We have Bootleg Jez. The Bootleg. This is an in-game screenshot for Avowed. I just showed you Avowed coverage. Here is the in-game screenshot for Avowed from Bootleg Jez. But we're not done here. This is look at the hands. Look at this is it. Bootleg Jez. Here it comes, right? We're not done. There is one leak. Right? When was this leak? This leak was in last October. But we're not done. And people are scared about blurry screenshots, right? We're not done that. Then, this article. October 17th, 2021. You want to start talking? I might have to retitle this to In-Game My Ass. Here, in-game footage. Here we go. You know what? You're right. We need some background music for this one. Let's read Bootlegger's Jez. October 17, 2021. I just showed you the role of Avowed gameplay. Actually, let's do a side-by-side here because the Grindhouse likes our side-by-sides here for this. And where's our Avowed gameplay here? Let's do it over here. Avowed gameplay. So as it's running, Avowed gameplay. Let's, is this the Avowed gameplay? I want that other one. There it is. As this is running, yeah, Josh has remembered this. Let's make sure that the clown music is not too loud. Details on Avowed, the Outer Worlds meets medieval fantasy. There are reasons, this was 2021, reasons more than ever. First, we detailed Contraband, known as Project Typhoon. In Exiles, Project Cobalt, that's probably that steampunk-style first-person RPG. They knew about it in 21. We saw the game now in 23. Right? Let's hear about the Outer Worlds. It was their take on a Fallout-style game. Let's talk about what it looks like. Here's the credits. Oh. He saw pre-alpha state. The content I saw does represent a pre-alpha state with certain aspects like lighting and textures not fully implemented, which is one reason why I'm not sharing the documentation I've been shown. The finished art style is expected to elevate what we saw in the Outer Worlds, though with a brighter, livelier color palette. Although it could be darker, akin to the debut trailer. Well, you were wrong on that one. I only saw a couple areas, although, and it could represent the diversity of the locale. Now, the music is distracting me. What the hell's going on with my headset thing? Hold on, sorry. Now, the story, I can only speculate. But listen to when he describes what the game looks like. I got it running over here now from where we see the gameplay. Where is his description here? Here it is. At least directly compared to Skyrim and Oblivion, Avowed seems to be a far more colorful game, reminding me more of the Outer Worlds, luminescent cave mushrooms, verdant forest awash with gigantic flora, hulking sunlit temples complete with skeleton-infested depths and tombs. Oh my. Oh my. Are plentiful. It came to me as surprising given the game's original trailer. He saw pre-alpha footage in 2021. This is what we're seeing in 2023. Anybody walking around with glowing mushrooms and thrushing members? Are you seeing that? Am I getting that oozing machismo here? Hulking sunlit temples and awash in flora and skeleton. Oh man, are you feeling that? You feeling the oozing members that he's talking about here? Oh, look at this. Oh my, wait, there it is. I found it. I found exactly what he saw. The gigantic flora and hulking sunlit temples. Luminescent cave mushrooms. Look at this. Oh my God, the glowing members. Oh, it's amazing. Look at this. Luminescence, the glow, the tech. Oh, it just, you can feel it. You can feel it. I can feel it. What do you say? Hulking sunlit temples and tombs. But I love this. The luminescent cave mushrooms and a verdant forest awash with gigantic flora. And oh my goodness, look at the flora. Look at this. Oh my goodness. It looks like a unicorn took a shit of rainbow colors all over a goddamn cave. Where are the glowing members? Look at this. It's the same goddamn mushrooms palettes. We got the red and the yellow, the red and the yellow, the red and the yellow. It's the same three mushrooms. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Glowing members and oozing machismos and members. What are we doing here? It's the same four mushrooms. He scoped down the members and the glowing, oozing machismo. I don't know. Again. And look at what... It may look like this. When we see it, it may be this. It may be this. It may be this. Dude. No, I don't think so. I don't see a cat. Let's see if I have a castle here. Here's the oozing machismo. Look, we got the same mushrooms here. Look at this castle. Whose castle's this? What are we doing here? Go get the shirt in the shop. But the game, he saw it in 21. It was oozing machismo, the glowing members. It was impressive. He saw it 2 years ago. Is this what he saw? Because I wouldn't be saying that. This is what I'm talking about. The content I saw is a pre-alpha, and lighting and textures are not fully implemented. Holy shit, he's coming away with this kind of usa machismo, and how are we having sunlit temples? Hulking sunlit temples. How are we having sunlit temples when you said lighting and textures are not fully implemented? I need an answer here. Again. Fire spells leave areas coated in flames, he says, which cascade against walls. Let's see. Let's see when he casts the fire spell. I want to see the fire. He says right here, fire spells leave areas coated in flames and they cascade. Let's see. Let's see when the guy casts the fire spell, what happens. Boot to face. Let's see. Let's see the fire spell. I want to see. It's supposed to leave areas coated in flames and cascade against walls and doors. Using lit torches and fire spells to burn down or enter. Let's see. I want to see the fire spell. Where is it? There it is. Here comes the fire spell. Let's see it. Let's see it cascade all over the place. Spread like wildfire. Here it comes. Oh, man. Here it goes. There it comes. I'm not seeing the cascading effects of these magic spells. They look like regular magic spells. I don't know about this. We've heard of destructible aspects of the environment, using lit torches and fire spells to block entryways. All right, I take your word for it, I guess. This was in 21. If this is what he's seeing and he saw it without lighting and textures, then how the hell am I not blown away by this gameplay right here? If that's what he saw in 21. Without lighting and textures. Now we see it with lighting and textures. Guys, I can't. How did this happen? How? We got it in text. This is the glowing members. First off, I still don't understand how we have luminescent caves and all this other stuff. Luminescent caves and sunlit temples when the build that he saw had certain aspects of lighting are not fully implemented. This is what he saw as a miraculous game in 21. And this is what I'm seeing. It looks like a generic Oblivion game. It's my first bootleg Oblivion. Animations look rough. The magic looks rough. I think Ghostwire Tokyo did magic better. Here's the fire, cascading fire. Let's see the mushrooms catch on fire. Nope. He blew up a goddamn spider, a big giant spider. How original. Look at this guy. Anyway, thank you, Claymores, for that thing here. But now we're gonna come to the final piece here, and I'm not gonna leave you guys with this. We need to see. We talk about it all the time here at the Grindhouse. What happens at Fanfest? They shipped Major Nelson. The whole crew is here. The whole crew. They shipped Major Nelson to Mexico. What did they do over there? Well, let's see what they did. Grinders. First off, Grinders, tell me that interview with X-Cast wasn't a staged Phil Spencer ball wash fest. Because look what happened. They sent the guy who was interviewing Phil Spencer, asking him the hard questions. You know, Paris Lilly asking Phil Spencer those hard questions. Well, I want to know if they sent him to Budapest before he asked those hard questions at all paid expense to have him
this once in a lifetime
act.
Out of this world opportunity.
Did he get paid before he asked the hard question to Phil Spencer? Or they sent him after? He's in Hungary.
Around here somewhere. Let's go find him. Jorg!
Hey, Paris. It's great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
Thanks for coming to Budapest.
Of course. What am I
This
doing
is what
here?
the post-game show
I have a
was.
boat to catch.
A boat?
Paris Lily commercial.
Nope. Come on, Paris.
Ask those hard questions about Phil Spencer. Who paid for this? They flew his ass to Hungary from California to go for DLC for Flight Simulator.
What kind of aircraft are you storing in here?
Ha, dude, it's much cooler than that. All right, Paris, are you ready for this?
You know I'm ready for this.
All right, let's go.
Was this before the hard questions of Phil as the representative? What did you say? You're the representative? Wait. I'm not even going to go find it. But didn't he say in that interview he likes to listen to the gamers and speaks for the gamers? Who in here is getting flown out to Budapest to go talk about Flight Simulator DLC?
This is incredible.
Someone.
And this bad acting job.
How are you, man?
Like, who's this dude just standing here?
Paris, I would like to introduce Patrice Vermette, Academy Award-winning production designer of Dune.
It is very nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan of Dune. Now, Patrice, can you tell me what is this place?
Well, this is the warehouse where we actually keep most of the props and the set deck elements that we used on Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
Now, Jorg, how did all this get started?
So it goes back to November 2021. Dune had just hit the movies.
So that was part of it. A cringe thing to talk about one plane coming to Flight Simulator. All this. They were still going. Look, he's still going. Look. He's still going.
It can go from a really stable...
One plane for Flight Simulator.
Here's the capital city of Arkeen. Here's the botanical garden.
The map, the map.
And
this is what they're doing.
The first thing we do is we train you up. The fast takeoff.
This
fast
is what they
landing,
said
and
the
then
show
the
is.
Deep dive. Okay, but that basically wraps up the experience. It's gonna be great.
Super exciting. Hey.
It was great to see you again.
Paris, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now he has to go ask Phil the hard questions about us gamers not getting the games that they promised. It's for the friggin' map or whatever in Forza. They flew him out there. He speaks for us, all right? But anyway, we need to end on the amazing Hellblade 2 gameplay that they showed. You missed it.
Get that into the game as faithfully as
Hellblade 2
in the
gameplay.
game where it's just everything.
We're still
we
doing
could have
motion
dreamed
capture.
of. We've got
No new
projectors
gameplay.
so we can recreate sets on the ground if we need to. We've got loads of props that we have available to us at any time, so we
He
can
didn't need to
build
be there.
sets.
Just talk about the DLC. We don't.
I
Why?
remember coming
Because-
into interview and seeing the setup.
Because exactly what I said. It's about all the spectacle, the pop and circumstance, all the spectacle. It's not about the content. It's not about the games for Xbox. The people, the community is built around the culture of Phil Spencer and whatever he says. That's the issue. It's built around that. It's not built around the content. Because if it was built about the content, people will say, enough. You don't give me Redfall the way it is. You don't give me Halo Infinite the way it is. Halo Season 4 was coming out. They didn't even talk about it. But they flew Paris to Hungary and walk around for Dune DLC.
The clear commitment that
Priorities, everybody. Halo, the biggest game.
Great, true to life performance.
The biggest game you got is Season 4. What happened to promising seasonality with Halo? You finally are trying to achieve that, and you don't highlight that on any of your shows. You just let 343 do what they do. Good job. We're still doing mocap for Hellblade. But now comes the grand finale. Is it a big game announcement? Grinders, is it a big game announcement? This is the end of the Xbox Showcase Extended for 2023. This is the end. Phil's gonna introduce end it for everybody. Do you think they're gonna leave it with a big game announcement? One more game? Nope. Let's show everybody grabbing ass at Fanfest. That's what they end it with. A game show showing how they have Major Nelson in Mexico City. This is how they end their showcase. The extended showcase. This is how they end it. Not with a game announcement. They show Xbox around the world like it means something.
Larry Herb, Xbox's Major Nelson. Welcome to Fanfest. I'm excited to be here. Here we go. Let's roll that video.
Major Nelson gonna kill. Let's roll the video. He went down to introduce a video package. Look at the stuff that they got people doing. This dude's playing on a huge-ass Xbox controller. Like, we gotta go roll the tapes here. Wait, I gotta go back. I want. No, I don't want to see. I want to go back to where we are, Mexico. There they are, the shirts. To watch that showcase. Is this some stuff for like
Larry Herb, Xbox's Major Nelson. Welcome to Fanfest. I'm excited to be here. Here we go. Let's roll that video.
I gotta see the dude on the controller. This controller here. Look at this. He's playing Fall. Is he playing Fall Guys with a big Xbox controller? Wait, we're not done, grinders. We're not done. This is what Phil said we're ending the show with. I guess it was the Game Pass does. I don't know. They got this going on. A wall climb. What was that? What was that? I told you. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? You think I lie when they said they're giving out tattoos and tramp stamps? Wait. What is this? I told you. I told you. They got to get stamped and signed. They got to get stamped and signed. Where is it? There it is, grinders.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes late. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a Requiem.
What are we doing here? I told you there. This is what they're doing. You go to an Xbox show to get a tattoo. A tattoo. A legit tattoo. Tramp stamps galore. Here it is. Sign up Reddit. Where is it? Play his song.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play the naked exclusive games and lie. To my face, thank you, Phil. Wait, just wait till E3. There will be a showcase, but I can't say when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios helping with Perfect Dark. Give me your subs, give me your money with 4 games. It's all on Game Pass. Philness is real. We need to compete. Trust me, it's all on Game Sign me please, I will bend over.
One more time!
Tell me it's better when we all play the make exclusive games and like. To my face, thank you.
You're my number
There
one
it is.
customer.
Robert Lawrence with the 10. Thank you, dude. I told you. There it is.
And you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
We keep going. Let's see what else is at this wonderful showcase. Major Nelson, look, taking pictures. Oh boy, Mickey Mouse. Oh. Controller in hand. And where are we going now? Sao Paulo, Brazil. Obrigado. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Sea of Thieves in Sao Paulo. Hi-Fi Rush they're playing. Holy jeez. These look like new games. Cotton Candy, Phil, and that's Cotton Candy.
Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
1 sugar, 1 cotton candy sugar. Who wants Xbox cotton candy? Why not? They've been showing you in-game assets and lying to you for the last 5 years. Why not celebrate it, right? Oh, shit! Oh, my God, Dryden! It's here! This is it! Here is the tattoo menu! The menu! Here it is! You want a Forza tattoo? You want a Master Chief sword? This is the tattoo menu! Grinders, this is what's happening! Play his music again!
Sign me please, I will bend over.
What are we doing here? Tramp stamps galore!
To my face, thank you, Phil.
This is the menu, the tattoo menu. Tramp stamps. Where's Velocity Architecture? Is it around here? I think Velocity Architecture, Vapor Chamber, right above the ace. Remember it over there? This is it. Real tattoos. Tramp stamps galore. Is there a clown one? Who wants to get a Master Chief tattoo when they don't even talk about the game at the showcase? Oh, damn. This is what I told you. They're signing people. They are branding Xbox people. They're branding them. I told you. I told you. I come with the receipts. I show you the fact. I show you this is it. Tramp stamps. Vapor Chambers. Sign me, Phil. True, go get him. True got the whole menu right on his ass. There it is. The whole menu. True's like, give me all of them. Jay, don't worry about it. Jay, 942, don't worry, Jay. They're not coming to the UK anymore. You know, they're not going to be bringing this trash over there. Don't worry about it.
You're my number one customer.
What do we got here? What's on the tattoo menu? What do we got here? We got a Forza helmet. We got Vapor Chambers. A Master Chief sword. What do we got here? I told you. I freaking told you. Let's see what are we doing here? Tramp stamp, they're doing it here live. Dude, they're highlighting, stamping people. They're stamping them like freaking cattle.
Sign me, please,
I can't stop playing it.
And touch. Mineys tell me it's better when we all play and make exclusive games and like. To my face, thank you.
This is a conspiracy. They are branding people at FanFest. They are being branded. I go to PAX East. Nobody's tattooing anybody's ass over there. They're branding people globally. They are branding. Where's the "we're sorry" tattoo? Where's the "we're sorry" tattoo? Where is the "we're sorry"? We need to do better. Where's that tattoo? Oh shit! They're branding people. They're going all. They're sending Major Nelson to sign asses. I told you. Look at this. Look at this. I can't hit enough goddamn buttons. I can't hit enough goddamn buttons to this shit. Oh.
Another one. Another one.
You're my #1 customer.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Games to our platform, because in the end I think the gamers play the games.
No, they don't, Phil. They play the tattoos.
Studios. They don't play the resolution numbers, right? They play the games, and we want to make sure the best games are there.
But if you're
this is what they're doing. those are engagement numbers right there. Each tattoo is an engagement. It feels like, what do we have about the 2 million engagements this month? Yeah. How many tattoos do we sell this year?
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Oh shit! True Virgil, we need to have a therapy session.
Customer.
He needs a therapy session. He's admitting it. He's like, this. I'm gonna read True Virgil. Thank you. He goes. This usually happens at live events. Okay. True Virgil's admitting it. True Virgil, the first step is admitting they're tramp stamping you. This is an injustice. We need to put a stop to this. They should not be branding you. You should have a choice. True Virgil, thank you for admitting it happens. Well, we got the tapes. We know it happens, but we appreciate. Once you are aware that it happens, now you can make it stop, True Virgil. We could change you. We could have you stop this. Save your skin. Don't use every single part of your body to represent this. We could save you. Just another month on the Herman's Nuts will clear your mind. This happens at live events. Oh shit. We'll go on there. Oh man. Yeah, he's playing on the alley. Okay. Oh, they're giving out popcorn. Give it to him. What? How many tattoos do they got in this? Oh my god! The guy, what the fuck is going on here? What are we doing here? I can't say this. Oh my god! I see popcorn, and then there's a guy laying all out. True. Please don't tell me this is True Virgil. This can't be you here. True. What is going on here? Where are the games? What are we? I can't. Oh my god. Where are the games? What are we? Who's going there?
You're my #1 customer.
Oh my god. Where are the fucking games? Where are the games? Oh my god, what are we doing? Like, what's going Oh shit. They're doing vasectomies. Oh shit, they're doing circumcisions. They're doing circumcisions. They're doing circumcisions and they're gonna cut it in the shape of an Xbox. Xbox. Oh shit. What the fuck where's the game? This is like a full ass goddamn tattoo, like freaking fucking surgery room. Xbox Fanfest. What the fuck? I thought this was about games. What the hell is going on here? Oh my god. Live circumcisions. They're gonna circumcise it. They're like, sir, we do circumcisions, then we make it look like the Xbox symbol on your dick. Everybody's the new rage. It's the new rage. We bring in special circumcision. We'll give you a nice circumcision. The ladies and the men, everybody loves it. It's the new rage right now. Just think about it. You have a nice little dick. Your dick has now it's the shape of an Xbox symbol. We get the little X right there. The circumcision. It looks real nice. Holy shit. The Xbox hospital. There's the video right here. True, please tell me. Ponies. He's going ponies. True Virgil, are you blind? There is an Xbox surgery room right here where they're giving out circumcisions. Tell Ponies on Twitter. Yes, Ponies, stay on Twitter. Don't do this shit. Don't go there and have them circumcise your ass. Sir, they're telling the guy right now, hey, you know what? We are honored. You know what? Phil Spencer has flown down to Sao Paulo. He's going to do the first vasectomy of the day. Phil, get in here.
Oh yeah, philness, circumcisions and vasectomies. Oh yeah, what's on the menu today? Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Like, oh man! Look, and another one. Dr. Phil. Wait, you mean Dr. Phil? No, you mean Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's ready to see you. And he walks in Phil Spencer. They're like, wait, no, I thought I was seeing the real Dr. Phil. No, this is our Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil Spencer. Wait, you said to fly down to Sao Paulo for Dr. Phil. Yeah, he is Dr. Phil. The Dr. Phil Spencer. Not Dr. Phil from the TV show. Dude. It's all here. It doesn't end. Dude, this is not just one tattoo shot. Paging Dr. Spencer. What do you mean it's not gameplay? What tattoo did you want again? What do you mean it's not gameplay? Whew. Thank God, man. They showed like 5 shots of tattoos. People getting branded. Oh, what does this guy have to say? Where are they now? They're not. This guy's crying. They're still in Brazil.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. Oh, no. Where are they going now? Oh, they're in Australia. No. What are they doing to them?
Melbourne is playing awesome games.
Oh, no.
Having great time.
Oh, they look like their game. Uh-oh. What is this? All right, they're dipping stuff. Okay.
There's so much going on here tonight.
Oh, in Australia, I think they're safe. That's an arcade. Oh, no. No, they got sprayed. They're spraying them now in Australia. Holy shit. Oh, man, they're spray painting them now. Spray painting. Man, Sao Paulo, I feel, hopefully nobody's from Sao Paulo, man. They were doing full-ass vasectomies over there. You gotta keep it. Who's this guy? They got airbrushing going on in Australia. They got it's in the Christ like his symbol. Dude, there's this. Oh, they are giving Sea of Thieves tattoos. The housefly that doesn't die. Sea of Thieves tattoos. Oh, we're done, right? Uh-oh, we can't. We're in Poland now. Holy Jesus. What are we doing in here? All right, what are we doing here? Oh, it's a concert. Oh, Grand Boys, they sent him over there. See, I told you, the whole crew was out, man. Grand Boys in Poland. All right, Poland was kind of chill. Uh-oh, L.A., you might see some people you might know here. Oh, we're in the U.S. now. Be on the lookout for YouTubers. We might see some people you know here, grinders. Look out. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're not giving tattoos out here. What the hell is this thing? They got a guy putting a wheel on a car. They got a guy putting a wheel on a car.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
I never know.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
Strategy is strategy.
Oh, Booty's over there. They have a guy putting a wheel on a car as an activity. A timing of
Honestly, I've never felt so good to be part of Xbox in my life.
No.
I'm just wandering around. I've been talking.
There he is. Now, grinders. Tell me this. Ready?
to
Watch.
people, and everybody is so excited about what's to come.
We really put a
They must listen to this show. They gotta listen to him, because how the hell did they show Booty? How did they show serving Booty coffee, Booty's coffee, Booty specialty coffee, and then they interview Booty right after
and even
it.
games in 2024 that we haven't talked about yet. So our mission, our strategy.
Like, look at this, Booty, just stick back to your coffee. Look at this. They had Xbox coffee. Booty's like just the way they like it. Look, there's Booty's coffee. And then they show Booty. Watch.
Honestly, I've never felt so good to be part of Xbox in my life. I'm just wandering around.
There he is, the Mickey Mouse crew.
Talking to people.
Look at this.
And everybody is so excited about what's to come.
There it is. The Booty coffee. Booty!
I came.
Booty was on the job, man. That's why he was at
Booty.
Fanfest.
Booty.
Booty barista.
Booty. I came looking for booty.
The Booty barista. He's there.
Suck again. I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time, because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
End of the line.
Booty. So they got the coffee right here that Booty serves. And then look at this. Look what they go to right after they show the coffee. Tell me this dude is not delivering coffee to all those studios. Watch. Here's my coffee.
We really
Here's
put a lot of
Booty.
emphasis on empowering creative risk, and then there's so much excitement.
There's Booty. They show the coffee and they show Booty. That's how he does it. He's like, I make the Xbox on there nice for everybody. I make it real nice. Make sure the foam is real good. Now we know. We've seen a Booty coffee. We have seen the Booty coffee. There it is. Lots of coffee. No gameplay. We see, dude, this is a mess. This is a mess. I didn't watch all this. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't realize it went this far. But like, come on. I didn't edit this video. This is from them. How do you go from showing
and even games
Booty's coffee? This is the way he does it.
We really put a lot.
Look, there it is. That's the way he does it. He goes like, you like, this is how he serves it at the studios.
Wandering around. I've been talking to people.
Booty's like, this is how I serve it at the studios. Hands off. Wait, Booty, what is it again?
Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar. Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
We really put a lot of emphasis on empowering creative risk, and then there's so much excitement for what we're going to be able to deliver going into 2024.
Uh-oh.
And even games in 2024 that we haven't talked about yet. So
he's excited about what he didn't show you. Oh, my goodness. Booty just said it.
our mission, our strategy is to bring the joy of gaming to everybody, no matter where they want to play, how they want to play. And I just feel, a real responsibility, a real privilege, excitement that we get to be the ones to build those games that are going to be at the center of no matter what we do.
Xbox's hands of OSS first development. My name is Matt Booty. Here is your coffee order. 2 creams, 1 sugar.
Yeah. This guy is. Can we get this? Can people jump in my heels?
It's final boss fight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for watching Showcase Extended. I love these opportunities to show more about everything that you saw in the showcase itself. Thanks to everybody that supported us, and have a great week. Thanks, everybody.
Sign me please, I will bend over and touch. My knees tell me it's better when we all play and make exclusive games and like. To my face, thank you, Phil.
And that's the show, Grinders. My goodness, I gotta catch my voice because that was I laughed so freaking hard on that thing, man. That was a crazy pose. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Jeez. I did not watch all that. So there's your reaction to the Xbox showcase. That's what they ended on, and Phil playing their 33 Immortals game. But yeah. Hey man. It's wild out there. Keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the VIPs, and thank you for being a grinder. And I'll talk to you soon. Keep it locked here at the Gaming Grindhouse. Thanks again, everybody. Talk to you guys later.
Oh, and Psychonauts 2. New games are coming fast. 12 minutes and Hades. And they're all on Game Pass. Some of them are like a Requiem. What to play first?